Good afternoon, fellow YouTube enthusiasts. I'm back again. It's a 2-for-1 day. I've repaired one of my automobiles, and at the same time here, I'm going to show you how to fix my problem on my garage door opener that occurred about the same time. Car's all done. That's a separate video. So now I'm going to show you what's happened with my garage door opener. So I have this Chamberlain that I've had for a long time, at least 15, 16, 17 years. And it's been a good model. It has the belt drive. But I noticed an issue. When you open the door or close the door, the lights come on. Oops, bumped the stand there. The lights do come on, and they'll cycle off in about 4.5 minutes, I think this. Say 4.5 to 5 minutes. And that's great. But I noticed that when the door's been open and I go through the beam, that the lights don't come back on, which they do for the other door. I just noticed that a couple days ago. I know the beam is, the transmitter and receiver are correct because I can see the green and yellow light down on the floor. Plus, when the garage door goes down and I walk through, or I stick my leg through the beam, the door automatically reverses. So I know that the beam's working. And what I suspected was this little printed circuit board. And unfortunately, where I live, this is probably the third board I'm going to have to replace, the logic board. We had a lot of thunderstorms and lightning strikes. You know, over the years I've lost 2 boards prior to this one due to lightning strikes. I mean, full-fledged failure. In this case, it was just that one little relay. And of course, that last board that I had, I kept for parts, and for some strange unknown reason 6 months ago I threw it away, which I probably could have desoldered the little relay that I'm going to be looking at and used it in this, but no, in an effort to clean my garage, I threw that away. So back to the story again. You know, we get these surges and lightning strikes. Capacitors have gone out in my 2 heat pumps. A capacitor is a lot cheaper than a printed circuit board, so they're sacrificial. And I'll show you what I mean. This door is open, and that light in the garage door opener, when I pass through the beam, should come on, and then it will cycle itself off in about 4.5 minutes. As you can tell, nothing. Now I did call Chamberlain, and they said what you need to do too is unplug it and then plug it back in real quickly. If you hear the relay click, then it's bad. So let's do that. So, it is confirmed that is a bad printed circuit board. So I've ordered one online. It came today, and I'm going to change this out. Naturally, working around electricity, be careful. It's unplugged, and I'm going to remove this printed circuit board. Now, if you look up, you'll see to the right, I'll point it out, you'll see the different wires for the door sensors, the wall switch. You know, of course, you got your power plug, and you want to make sure you get those back in the right place. Hey, take a picture. I'm going to take the bulb out, and it's a fairly easy change. At the top are these 2 screws that I'm going to use a nut driver. You can use a Phillips, or you can use flat blade, but this, what is it? Let me look here. 1/4 inch nut driver, and you can pop that off. So I'm going to pop that off and show you what it looks like. I was incorrect. I forgot. There are 3 screws. There's 1 screw right here, as well as here and here. Now, there's not a lot of room, but when you drop this on the back side is the circuit board, and there are some multi-pin connectors here and here. It's pretty tight, but you just pull up on these here and here. Alright, now I've got to take this plastic guard lens off and transfer it over to the other, or the new printed circuit board. Alright, I put them side by side and I double check, make sure the part numbers were correct, the buttons are correct, everything's the same. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Oh, sorry, got interrupted there. The wife was calling. What was I saying? Oh, I had compared both parts, made sure that the part numbers agreed, made sure that all the buttons and dials on the front looked the same. I made sure that the light socket was on the proper side, buttons, wires, adjustment knobs. I went ahead and put this little shield back on for the light bulb, and all you have to do is squeeze up a little higher there. Squeeze the two edges together here and here, and it slides right out. So now I'm going to connect it and see if it works. Everything's back together. I returned my adjustments back to where they were on the old unit. Now, the instructions they gave me clearly said that if you plug and unplug quickly, you should not hear that relay click, which I thought a little bit on the odd side. I would think you'd want to hear the relay click. So I'm going to go walk through. I've had this up. Of course, when I plugged it in, it had to go through the 4.5 minutes of the light being on. I'm going to walk through the beam, break the beam, and let's see if it actually works. I could clearly hear the relay, whereas before I could not. So I heard the relay. So, you know, that's kind of interesting. Their instructions were not correct. Now, to double check, I'm going to lower the garage door, break the beam, and it should reverse. Okay, so now it's working correctly. It did reverse, and of course, if something broke the beam, it flashes several times. So now the light will stay on. It'll cycle off in about 4.5 minutes. That was just a quick little repair. Most of these Chamberlains are pretty easy to fix. The printed circuit board again was about 70 bucks online. Let me get the box and see where I got it. I got it from 365garagedoorparts.net up in South Windsor, Connecticut. Shipping, I don't know, 8 bucks or so maybe. It says OEM genuine part, which it was. Receiver, logic board, 390 megahertz. Country of origin, Mexico. So it was made in Mexico. Hecho en Mexico. It also had a manufacturing date of like 6 of 2017. So this thing's only a couple months old. Again, you could order from Chamberlain. There's all kinds of places, and they were roughly the same price. And so I think this is going to last me a while. Like I say, 70 bucks, that's not too bad. Most people wouldn't have fixed that, but I like to have that light come on quite frequently, especially in the summertime when I walk past and the door's open and I let the garage cool. I prefer to be able to trip that light, especially at night. I don't know what else I can tell you. That's a pretty simple job. Just don't go sticking your fingers in there where you shouldn't, and make sure everything's unplugged. You don't want to hit things that might zap you, but the average homeowner can do that. I mean, it was the basic of tools. I had like a screwdriver, a regular screwdriver, and a Phillips screwdriver would have done it. A flashlight. The nut driver was optional. The light bulb was already there. The part, a ladder, and you're done. No offense to the technicians having to do this, but you'd have paid, gosh, what, $100-something for a service call? And I pretty much kind of figured out what this was. Well, I hope this helps. Again, it's another one of the videos that I'm going to add to my little video channel on YouTube. You know, I've got cars and lawnmowers I fix, just little things that kind of help the average guy. All right, you know, give me a like or a dislike if you've got constructive criticism. Please put that on there for me. I don't mind criticism, but what I don't like is when people get foul-mouthed. That's just totally unnecessary. And for people like that, I will block you and report you to YouTube. So I hope this helps. Like I say, the average homeowner can do this. Save yourself some money. Bye.